Welcome to Spirit Speak, exploring the afterlife with Connie and Barry Strohm. Your hosts are here to speak the words of the spirits and answer your questions. Now, here are Connie and Barry.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Spirit Speak, exploring the afterlife. I'm Barry Strohm, your host. I'll be using my gift of spirit communication to spread your knowledge of the afterlife and to anyone that's willing to open their minds and listen.
And I'm Connie Strohm, your co-host. You will really need an open mind today, as we will be channeling an alien spirit. Barry's actually published 2 books based on our channeling an extraterrestrial spirit named Mu. We were able to speak with him for almost 3 years, and he answered a lot of questions. His books, Aliens Among Us, Exploring Past and Present, and Spirit Speak of the Universe, are available on Amazon and on our website, barrystrom.com. Mu's no longer available. He's off on another mission, but the guides are supplying another alien spirit to answer our questions. I asked him before the show to help let me know what his name was so I could practice pronouncing it, and he said there's no way I could pronounce it. So we're going to call him Fred. So we'll be taking calls in the final segment today. If you'd like to speak to an alien spirit, the number is 866-472-5788.
Okay, all of our shows and other podcasts are available on our YouTube channel. It's in my name, Barry Strohm. We've got over 410 videos, and they all use my gift of spirit communication. So all of our Spirit Speak Exploring the Afterlife shows are available on the Voice America Variety Network. So please tell your friends about it. We'd love to increase our listenership. So Connie, we got a kind of bizarre show tonight, so let's get started with Fred.
Well, I think it's going to be fun. Thank you, Fred, for joining us. Could you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
I am truly an alien spirit. I was a blue alien, same as the spirit Mu that Barry and Connie channeled for several years. I also lived my last life on a planet named Robe. It's on the far side of the Milky Way, as you refer to your galaxy. It's a long, long way from here, but I am here. The guides asked if I would come through and answer questions for you. On my planet, we live many of your years. I lived approximately 950 of your years. That is a normal lifespan. We do not have violence on our planet. We live peacefully. We are blue aliens. I stand about 7 of your feet, or I did when I was alive. I died about 30 of your years ago. We try to live good lives on our planet. We do not have wars. We do not kill others. We just simply get along and live good lives. We are very advanced in our technologies. We can travel the entire galaxy. We have many ways of doing things that are far beyond your comprehension. If you're wondering, yes, extraterrestrial life does truly exist. I know many of you are thinking that you possibly cannot be hearing the words being spoken by an alien spirit, but I do assure you that you are.
Okay. Could you tell us a little more about your previous life on the planet Robe? What kind of things did you do there?
We do not eat meals like you do on your planet. We absorb the energies that we need. The temperatures are very extreme. So we basically live underground most of our lives. Our planet used to be much like Earth, but as time went on, things changed. We adapted to what we had to do to exist. We are part of a large galactic community. There are advanced life forms on other planets. We get along with all of those planets. We have learned to live peacefully. We travel the galaxy much. There are other young planets that we try to help. We try to give advice to help younger cultures advance. I guess the most important thing about our lifestyle is that we live peacefully.
That's very good. I suspect that a lot of our listeners are thinking, how is it possible that they're talking to an alien spirit? Could you answer that question for them?
I would be most happy to. We have the same soul energies as humans. All beings in the galaxy have the same soul energies. Barry has the ability to talk with soul energies that lived incarnate lives as humans. And since we have the same soul energy, we have the ability to speak and to communicate the same as others.
Did you ever live as a human? Live a life as a human?
Yes, I did live a life as a human when, before I lived my last life as a blue, I was here around 1500 of your years. I lived a very short life. I tried to live a good life at that time. It was a very difficult time in your culture. Of course, when I lived that life, I did not realize that I had many lifetimes on other planets. All of you have lived lifetimes on other planets. I want you to understand soul energies are forever. Your soul energy has been around since creation. The human life form has only been around for several hundred of your years. You must understand that you lived prior lives before humans walked the earth. There is no other conceivable answer. Soul energies have been around for billions of years. Human have been around for an incredibly short couple 100,000 years. Your energy had to be somewhere during that time. It is a very difficult concept, and I know many of you that are listening do not believe or understand what I just spoke, but that is the way of things.
Hey, Fred, our friend Moo became quite popular. He even had somebody in England name their blue car after him. Did you ever meet Moo?
Yes, I did meet Moo while on this side. I was there as he spoke with you and gave you information. I want you to know that he told me he would have a limited time. I knew that there would be a time that I would be asked to speak with you, and here I am.
And they thank you very much. How many planets in our galaxy actually support life?
The definition of life is much different on this side. It is how you want to think of life. There are beings that exist only in light form. There are beings far beyond your comprehension. There are many, many planets that support various life forms. When we travel as a group to distant planets, we may have as many as 200 different life forms. There is no way that humans have been given the gift of understanding and knowledge necessary to comprehend what goes on in the multiple dimensions around them.
I totally believe that. How can so many life forms coexist? He must have some really incredibly powerful weapons.
We truly have weapons that can destroy all life on a planet. But we follow the same commands of God that you do on this planet. We have been developing on my planet for millions of years. We have known the presence of the spirit you refer to as God, but he came to us in our form. We totally understand that we must coexist. There is no life form in our galaxy that has the ability to create greater strength than another. There is a great equality that is a major part of our galaxy.
Do humans have anything to fear from extraterrestrials?
No, we have been trying to help and to guide humans for many, many, many years. We try to do what we can to prepare humans to participate as full members of the intergalactic community. We try to do our best to help. Keep in mind, we cannot interfere with life plans. So we are limited in many ways as to what we truly can accomplish. But the one thing I want to stress today is that humans have nothing to fear from us. Okay, everybody, it's time to take a short break. Thank you for tuning and sticking with our show. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more conversations with an alien spirit.
Connie and Barry will be back after a few words from our sponsors.
Follow Voice America at facebook.com/Voice America for juicy updates from your favorite radio shows and podcasts.
Is death the end of the journey of the soul or a time of new beginnings? Is there proof of an afterlife? What would historic figures say if they lived today? Psychic and channeler Barry Strohm uses his gift of spirit communication to answer these questions and explore all aspects of the hereafter. Have all the information necessary not to fear life's final journey. Tune in to Spirit Speak, Exploring the Afterlife with Connie and Barry Strohm, Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Variety Channel.
Voice America programs are now available on your favorite connected device, including Amazon, Alexa, and Google Home. Through streams with Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, and iHeartRadio, listening to your favorite show is as easy as saying the show name followed by the word podcast.
Hey, Alexa, play Finding Your Frequency podcast.
If that doesn't work, try adding on TuneIn or on iHeartRadio or on Apple Podcasts.
Psychic and author Barry Strohm has now published 9 books dealing with supernatural subject from ghosts to aliens. His most recent books, Messages of God and Messages of the Prophet Muhammad for a Modern World, bring you the channeled messages of the founders of Christianity and Islam. Their words are intended to guide their followers through these modern times. These books are available in softcover and ebook on Amazon.com. Signed copies of all of Strom's books are available on his website, www.barrystrom.com. Welcome back to Spirit Speak, Exploring the Afterlife. Here are your hosts, Connie and Barry Strohm.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. We have been blessed with the presence of an alien spirit, and he's given us a lot of very interesting information. So, Connie, let's try to get some more for our audience.
Okay. Fred, how long have extraterrestrials visited the Earth?
Extraterrestrials have visited the Earth for well over 1 million years. We have watched as the Earth followed its life plan and progressed to the point that it could support mammals. There was a long period where your planet was covered with water, had very violent activities. It was a time where humans could not have survived, but we have been visiting your planet for a very, very long time.
How long has our government known about aliens?
Your ancient societies knew about us. We interacted with them. The early humans did not have any education or fear of us. You can see evidence of our interactions with early humans in paintings on stone that were done by the ancients. We have been known by early governments. The Romans knew of us. We gave them technologies. If you are referring to the government of the United States, they have been aware of interactions since either your 10th or 11th president.
Why was the alien presidents being kept such a secret?
The presence of aliens is contrary to religious beliefs in many instances. The church, for over 1,000 years, wanted to have supreme dominance. Keep in mind, there are instances in your Bible that do record contact with extraterrestrials. As time moved on, your government felt that the people were not educated or capable of understanding much of what was taking place around them. People came to fear any individual that did not conform to the shape or form of which humans could understand. People came to have great fear of life on other planets. Humans also adapted the concept that they were truly highly advanced and that there would be no other life in the universe. The governments have ways of controlling the information that is given to the common populace. They did not want to disclose that our presence has been kept a secret for so long. I hope that answers your question.
I believe it does. Do you have any idea when we will have full disclosure?
The technological advances in communication, social media, are making it impossible to keep our present a secret for much longer. If you have been noticing, there is much more factual information coming public, and it has been doing it for several years. You are rapidly approaching the time of full disclosure. It will take place within the next 3 years.
Good. Are there any facilities on Earth where humans and aliens cooperate?
Yes. We have cooperated with humans in many ways. We assisted humans in the technology that was required to give you nuclear energies. You have used that information to make weapons of incredible destructive potential. We have given you many technological and medical advances through the years. We would come to your inventors in their dreams. We would help give them information. But getting back to your question, we have been actively working with humans in various facilities for over 100 years.
Wow. Is there any organization that governs life on the other planets in our galaxy?
Yes. There is a governing force where all of the advanced civilizations are members. That is how we communicate, and that is how we maintain rules or regulations that govern how we perform or act throughout the galaxy. The main members are the advanced cultures. But we also have representation from all of the less advanced cultures as well. That is why there is peace throughout the galaxy.
Do aliens on other planets in our galaxy have any understanding of God?
Absolutely. All of the advanced planets in this galaxy have a far better understanding of God than do humans.
Which extraterrestrial type has the largest presence on Earth?
There are different types of presences on Earth. Some are permanent, and those of us come and go. The Palladians have the largest presence on your planet. They have been most active interacting with humans for a very long time.
How do they go about interacting with humans?
The Palladians have acquired the persona and form of humans through the years. They are living among humans and trying to show leadership and helping them with advanced technologies. The Palladians are indistinguishable from humans. They live among humans, and in certain instances, they have been with humans for so many generations that the individual may not understand that it is of Palladian descent.
Interesting. What generally takes place during an abduction?
The rules have changed through the years for abductions. Today, because disclosure is more rapidly coming, there are many more rules. Throughout human existence, we have abducted humans in an attempt to study them and to understand how we can do a better job of helping the human culture. We transport individuals much differently than humans can understand. Perhaps the best example would be taken from your Star Wars movie, where they beam up an individual. That is similar in reality to our technology. Sometimes individuals that are abducted are seriously ill, and we will cure them during the abduction. Most times, individuals are not aware of what is taking place around them. It is something that we do in order to help humans advance. Okay, we're coming up on break time again. We'll be back in 2 minutes, and we will be taking phone calls at that time. The number is 866-472-5788. Thank you for listening.
Connie and Barry will be back after a few words from our sponsors.
A little birdie told me Voice America is on Twitter. That Voice America TRN.
Psychic and author Barry Strohm has now published 9 books dealing with supernatural subject from ghosts to aliens. His most recent books, Messages of God and Messages of the Prophet Muhammad for a Modern World, bring you the channeled messages of the founders of Christianity and Islam. Their words are intended to guide their followers through these modern times. These books are available in softcover and ebook on Amazon.com. Signed copies of all of Strom's books are available on his website, www.barrystrom.com.
Voice America is on LinkedIn. Connect with us today.
Is death the end of the journey of the soul or a time of new beginnings? Is there proof of an afterlife? What would historic figures say if they lived today? Psychic and channeler Barry Strohm uses his gift of spirit communication to answer these questions and explore all aspects of the hereafter. Have all the information necessary not to fear life's final journey. Tune in to Spirit Speak, Exploring the Afterlife with Connie and Barry Strohm, Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific Time on the Voice America Variety Channel. Welcome back to Spirit Speak, Exploring the Afterlife. Have a question for Barry or their guests? Join us on the show at 866-472-5788. That's 866-472-5788. Now, back to the show.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. I see that we actually have a caller this week. So, Mike, you're on the air.
Hi, Barry. Hi, Connie.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. I had a question. My mom just passed recently, and I wanted to know if she was happy with the way me and my sister stepped up to the plate and helped her out through her passing.
Mike, we've been trying to take questions on aliens tonight since that's who we're talking to, but let me see if I can get you a quick answer.
Okay.
Yes, Michael, we are actually quite pleased with what you did. You could not have done more under the circumstances. Okay?
Yeah, it was very difficult.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you. We need to, unless you got something for Fred, we need to get back to him.
Is she okay where she's at?
Michael, she's fine, but we need to work with aliens tonight. Okay?
I have a very interesting question.
Okay.
Concerning aliens. Many people have rumored that there is a place on the inner Earth of our planet called Agartha. Is that true or false?
That is false.
So that's just propaganda. That's not true at all.
That's correct.
Wow.
Okay. There you go. Is the story of Billy Meyer, who supposedly has had contact with the Pleiadians since the 50s, is that a true story? Is a lot of his information correct? A lot of his information is correct, but a lot of it is questionable.
Okay. Because they speak of a Third World War, and what is this? Is this? You know, if you've noticed, the United States has become quite demonic. We got demons at the halftime of the Super Bowl. We have statues of demons everywhere. We have all this confusion. And supposedly these people in Hollywood say sell their soul to Malak. Is this an alien, or is this an interdimensional being, or is it false?
It is false. There is no such being like that.
So there's no such thing as what are they doing then? Is this all just to confuse us while they? Because it looks like our country is going to be destroyed from within here, with all the wars and all the killing we've created. I mean, we're calling Putin a war criminal, and we're going around to Iraq and all these countries and causing all these problems. How are we going to get out of this situation? With is the Pleiadians or is another species in our solar system that's more advanced going to help us through this time, or are we going to plunder into turmoil?
Fred speaking. What is taking place is the product of free will that has been given to man. How that is determined will be up to man. However, we are trying to give guidance and help. But the outcome has not as yet been determined.
Okay.
All right.
Wow. Yes. Are there civilizations on the dark side of the moon, or is that also false?
We definitely visit the dark side of the moon, but there are no permanent civilizations there. The moon has got several areas of hollowness, and we have used those areas in the past.
Oh, so how come the moon? Is the moon a spaceship, or is it actually a celestial body? Because many people say it's hollowed out and it's literally an observatory for Earth.
The moon is a separate celestial body. There could be no life on Earth without the actions of the moon in
Wow.
providing tides and in enabling life to take place.
Will the extraterrestrials help us prevent a nuclear disaster, like war?
You are speaking of events determined by the free will of humans. We can guide, but we will not take control.
Okay. And did they find a actual civilization, not of this planet, that actually exists in Antarctica?
There have been times throughout Earth's history that the climate of Antarctica has been suitable for human existence. There have been times that aliens or extraterrestrials have used Antarctica as a base of operations.
Wow. Are the giants of old that they speak of in the Bible, are those of alien origin or extraterrestrial origin? I shouldn't call them aliens because we're all aliens in a way.
Throughout time, there have been both human cultures that were very tall, and there have been extraterrestrial visitors as well. the Anunnaki were celestial visitors, and they were quite tall.
Okay. Wow. Because one last question. It's about Atlantis. Was Atlantis back 10,000, 20,000, however many years ago, was that of an interaction between extraterrestrials and the humans?
We had great interactions with the citizens of Atlantis. That interaction led to giving them very advanced technologies for the time. Their culture ceased to exist long ago.
About how many Earth years would you estimate Atlantis actually existed, and how long was Atlantis a viable society?
Atlantis existed for probably 10,000 years, and their existence ended around 30,000 years ago.
And
Michael, we're going to soon be approaching the end of this, so we need to.
Okay.
I want to get a final message out of Fred here before we go. Okay.
Thank you, Mike, for your call.
Hey, thanks for calling.
Good to talk to you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, Fred, would you like to give us a final message before we have to tie this thing up? Yes, I would. I want you to understand, and everyone to understand, that there is nothing to fear from visitors from other planets. We have been helping humans for thousands upon thousands of years. What you will find is that we have many different forms and shapes, and that just because we are different, we are not to be feared. Your governments feel that it is not possible for humans to interact with us without fear, and they are probably correct. We do not have any intention of harming you. We want humans to be able to advance so that they can travel the galaxies with us. There will be a time that planet Earth will not be able to support life. It is only through interaction with extraterrestrials and learning their capabilities that humans will be able to live and advance far into the future. So that I hope that I was able to answer your questions today.
You definitely were able. You succeeded big time. Thank you so much, Fred.
Okay, thanks so much. All right, next week we're going to do something that we haven't done before. We're going to channel the answer to 3 famous mysteries. We'll start by seeking the answers for the Jack the Ripper mystery, including we're going to give you the name of the Ripper himself. We'll tell you what happened at Dyatlov Pass in 1959, where 9 Soviet hikers died, and what happened to Malaysian Flight 370. You will need to have your seatbelts on yourself for that one. I guarantee that's going to be a very interesting show. Please tell your friends about it and listen to us live, 9 p.m. Tuesdays Pacific Time on Voice America.
I hope you all enjoyed our show today. Where else can you hear the words directly from an alien spirit? If you'd like to see more of our channelings, we have over 410 videos on our YouTube channel. It's in the name of Barry Strohm. So I'd like to thank you all for listening to our show today, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. God bless you all.
Okay, we're very happy to be here on Voice America. I hope that you tell your friends about us. I especially hope that all of you enjoy our discussions about aliens today. We've spent years channeling with them. We have a lot of understanding about them. And we especially want to thank the guides for sending through an alien so we could channel with them today. Much of what we do is hard to believe, but it is truly all real. So thank you for listening. And thank you for joining us. Check in again with us Tuesday on the Voice America Variety Network.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Spirit Speak, Exploring the Afterlife with Connie and Barry Strohm. Tune in next week for another informative and inspiring episode on the Voice America Variety Channel at 9 a.m. Pacific Time.